Hello everyone, welcome to Invest Academy. Today we have a golden opportunity to learn directly from topper answer copy. The topper here is Apsara N, IAS All India Rank 192. She got around 275 plus in Agri Optional in 2024, right? 2024 mains, and she is our test series student. I am directly taking her copy and explain you the 15 techniques. Got it? Fine. So without any delay, let's start. When it comes to aspirant, many students read theory, right? They read the theory, but they don't understand how to present it up beautifully in the exam hall like condition, because there is some pressure, right? During that pressure, you are representing it very beautifully. Definitely, you're going to get the good marks, right? So this topper has not only written excellent content. I'll show you why I'm using these words excellent, but also she presented it in a way that immediately impressed the examiner. So ultimately, this is the point we are focusing, right? He is the one, examiner is the one who give the marks, right? So you need to impress him. And remember one thing, he, examiner, don't know anything about you, right? Your name, or whether you are a male or female, whether you have knowledge or not. He don't know anything about you. Only thing he has in his hands is your copy, your answer copy, right? He has to evaluate around hundreds of copies, right? And your copy is one among them. That's why it is very important. First, understand the examiner mindset. That's what we are going to do this video. That too in a very practical way, because she's written it in very real life. Real time. That means she taken 3 hours to complete the FLT. It's not a subject-wise paper. It's a FLT, right? Now I'll take you through each question in this paper and show you how the topper used these 15 powerful techniques, right? It includes neat handwriting, structured flow, diagrams, data, scheme, and much more. And by the end, by the end of the video, you will understand exactly how you transform, how you transform your answers into a topper copy, how you become topper, right? Without any delay, let's start. So we're going to deal that with a question. So first question, wait, so this is the topper copy analysis, Apsara N, IAS and in a 192. So look at the first question, 1A. Actually question is about discussing the response of crop plants to temperature and carbon dioxide. This is the question, response to crop plant, response of the crop plants to temperature and carbon dioxide. This is the question they are asking. Look at here, come to the first, in first paragraph, she is given the introduction, right? First point, note down is, actually this is very important, please note it down. First point is very clear, neat and consistent handwriting. Look at the here, you notice here very clean, global, stock-ec, EBO, pre-industrial, data facts in introduction, right? And there is a space between the words, a proper space between the words. How it helps? See, this makes the examiner to read it very quickly, and definitely they will appreciate it. That is a first plus point. Definitely they will appreciate, even while evaluating your answer copies. No, as an evaluator in our institute, I'll very much impress because of her handwriting and the structure and all. This is the first point. You should have clear, neat and consistent handwriting. Got it? Yes, I'll show you. Wait, I'll show you the entire copy, right? So look at the, wait, I'll see the same. She maintaining same space and all, right here. Proper structure, proper handwriting. Look at here, handwriting. We'll go to the last question. Okay. Look at here, same handwriting. It is an eighth question. This is the last question. The handwriting is as same as it is in the first question. What she is writing in the first question, same handwriting she maintained entire paper. That is the consistent flow in the maintaining of the handwriting, right? That's what I'm going to show here. Look at here. So this is a very good point. Please, if you don't have the good handwriting now, please work on that. Take 4-liner, please practice it. I have seen the toppers who have very good knowledge, because of handwriting they're not getting the marks. Please focus on handwriting first thing. Got it? Okay. So come to the second point. What is the second point? You should have that logical structure. What do you mean by logical structure? That is, you should have IBC. What do you mean by IBC? Introduction, body, conclusion. So second question is about, so question is not there here. I'll tell you the question. Question is related to cropping intensity and specialty corner. It's a question about specialty corner. So in introduction, see, corn, origin, then she used a flow chart instead of writing. So look at here. Once again, look at here. So normal students, how they will write specialty corn. Point 1, fluid corn. Second one, dent corn. Third one, sweet corn. Fourth one, popcorn. This is how normal student will write. But look at the topper. She represented in a flowchart format, right? So this is the point you need to include in your answers. That's the point I'm going to explaining here, right? The second one is a logical structure. Look at here. Introduction, a brief one flowchart, then directly entered into body. Even body also, she clearly demarcated between the content and subheading. This is the subheading, right? See, as it is, incorporation of specialty corn for enhancing cropping intensity and farm profitability. She addressed the both point. First one is specialty corn. Second one is the cropping intensity. That is the question they are asking, right? Some students, what they will write? They will write only one part, cropping intensity, increasing cropping intensity. Or some students will write specialty corn in subheading. So point here is, you need to write both the points. I mean entire content which they are asking in the question, right? She addressed that. Then come to the point. Point, that too she is using letters 1, 2, 3. So some students I observed is they use the bullet points, they use the right mark, they use the dot, or someone using the Roman letters 1, 2, 3. So avoid these things. Write a normal 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? The structure. Then challenges. Then if they are asking challenges, you need to write way ahead. So she is written way ahead. Then one conclusion. See, this is the structure, logical structure. Intro, body, conclusion, and here and there some flow chart to break that normalcy, right? This is the second point. Okay, so move on to the third point. Where is the third question? Right, 1C. So question is related to multi-tier cropping system. Multi-tier cropping system. See, same. She followed the same thing. First point and second point. Then third point. You should have the effective diagrams. Wherever possible, put the diagram. See, multi-tier cropping system. She given the brief introduction. She maintained the structure and submitting also. And look at here. She using I think 1/6 of the page. Look at here. We'll zoom out. We'll come to know that. See, 1/6 of the page she is using and she is representing. Wait, I'll zoom in. Look at coconut, pepper, papaya, turmeric. Right? This is what exactly look like multi-tier cropping system. See, she labeled properly, and for each plant she labeled and she showing the arrow mark, and she using it very, and she has written this in a exam-like condition, right? So these diagrams should be there in your answers. Wherever possible, please include the diagrams. So how it helps means diagrams, no, they will convey the information faster than words. So if at all you want to explain these things, no, at least you need half page, but 1/6 of the page you are explaining entire content, right? This is how you will get 1 or 1.5 marks extra. Suppose if the student writing the same content except this diagram, he may get around 5 marks, but she will get around 6 to 6.5 marks because she has written something extra, right? And it also shows the concept, understanding of the concept, right? Fine, this is the third point, diagrams. Come to the fourth point. Fourth point is also very important, that is underlining the keywords, right? So there are terms, the question is related to bioherbicides. Look at here, chinapodium, they controlled by maize extracts. This is the keyword, so she underlined it. And scientific name, she underlined it. So Coletotrichum geosporidae, then Phytophthora palmivora. Scientific names, she is underlining it. And subheadings and all, she put it in a box. And important words, keywords underlining. Look at here. This is not in single question. She maintained this flow entire the paper. I showed you, right? That's why examiner what he will do? He quickly locate the important points. Oh, this is the important point. This is the important point. This is the important point. Your R&D, yes, immediate effect. So like that. And because now they are checking many papers, right? It's not only your paper. They're checking many papers. And if you are something different, now definitely you'll get some extra marks. Fine. Okay, so this is the fourth point. Come to the fifth point. So come to the fifth point, that is data, use of data, scheme, etc. Right? See, for each question, look at the, this is question related to ZBNF, zero budget natural farming. The question is related to ZBNF, a decent introduction. And look at the flowchart. How many of you written your test series? This flowchart. None of you. I mean, I've seen, in mains answer writing candidates. None of you written this diagram actually. And these won't get in a traditional books. You need to experiment and learn from that. You need to innovate that. Right? Look at that. So see that data. 30% mulching. How it helps. Then NABARD. This is the NABARD study. You can use agri census. Then you can use how many percentage of farmers have adapted ZBNF. Majorly on which state? I think Andhra Pradesh, right? Who adapted the ZBNF in a large scale. Then 86% of India's small and marginal farmers. Then schemes. Then she maintained budget in 2024-25. In conclusion, look at the value addition. This is just a one question. So these things will be found in each and every question. That is the point I'm telling you. So it definitely adds the authenticity to your answer and also some depth. Definitely it will boost your score. Right? Okay. So next point. Come to the sixth point. We'll go with us. I'm explaining each question. So you find out any question, you will get all these 15 points in question. Okay. That's the point I'm conveying. See, again, she's using data and all. Fine. Okay. So this is the question related to, I think, Green India Mission and Campa. Right? Introduction, then body conclusion. Right? Then look at the examples and all. Right? Different dimensions. Right? Next, come to here. Schemes, then acts, rules, regulations. Right? The schemes and all. Look at here. Campus scheme, then other measures, NGOs, deforestation. Here, what I'm telling is include the schemes. This is the sixth point. Include the schemes, government rules, regulations, then any fund, and you may use the programs or campaigns. You can use all these things. So I'll upload this copy in our Telegram group also. Please go through that and download the copy and check it out. Just read it once. So what I'm telling you, just observe all these points in your own, so that you can understand that. Right? This is the sixth point. You should include, apart from answer, you should write the, and I think you can use it as a substantiation. For each point, you substantiate with these things. That definitely give a good impression on the, it will create a good impression among the examiner. Got it? So, and also shows it's a real world. You are including the current affairs or real world examples and government actions in your answers. That definitely shows the knowledge of current affairs here. Right? Fine. So next, come to the next point. So question is related to climate resilient agriculture. Okay. See, what she is doing here is balanced content. This is the seventh point. What do you mean by balanced content? She is not unnecessarily elaborating. She is not elaborating unnecessarily. Look at your points. Simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around 5 to 6 words in each point. That's it. You count any point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 words. Right, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around 6 words. So I have seen, observe the students, they are writing in a paragraph format. What evaluator thinks? You will consider entire paragraph into one point. But when you write it in this format, no, I'll consider, look at here. So I'll consider 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and conclusion 24. Then definitely, what else? Diagram 2 points, extra 2 points. I think 26 points. This is what I think considered as a 2 points. 28 points. She is written 28 points for this question. Suppose he is ready to give half marks for each point. Definitely will give 14 marks. That's how the vertical evaluation will going to happen. So that's the point I'm telling here. Okay. So you should have the balanced content. That means it should be in a point format. Got it? And look at here. I'll told you, no, previous point. What the point I'm telling? This is the seventh point. Now, sixth point I've told you about schemes and all. Look at here, schemes. How many schemes she has written? Resilient crops on Maharshi for millets. One district, one product, millets. Enhanced research, climate resilient varieties. Then PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana, integrated watershed management program. Right? Then I think Raitu Bharosa, Pani Padao Paisa Kamavo, Navodaya concept. Look at the schemes you mentioned in single answer. Definitely it will give you a good edge over the other students. That's the point I'm telling you. So you should have the balanced content. You should not deviate from the demand of the question. Fine. Come to the next. Labeled diagrams. I have seen, actually I told the students in my test series, you write the diagrams. But the mistake what they had done, no, they'll write the diagram. Right? Suppose this is the chloroplast. They'll write the diagram. Simple, and they'll put it in a box. If you not label it, how can you evaluator know that this is the diagram? And you should mention that this is the thylakoid, this is the grana, this is the stroma, and you mention that figure represents chloroplast. Right? Wait, I'll show you in this question. Wait, I'll show you. Look at here. This is the diagram, right? She mentioned clearly, like this is the pulse crop, this is the sugarcane, intercrop, difference in the depth of the root system. See, when you observe this diagram, no, it will clearly indicating that the depth of the roots, right, of the cereals and pulses, and it clearly demarcating. Clearly indicating that. So this is what I am writing. That means you should have labeled diagram. Got it? So this is the 8th point. Fine. Come to the next one. 9th point. You should have the bullets and segmentation. I told you, no, any question they'll ask, no, you should approach those approach. I think previously even many toppers follow, no, pestle approach. You should mention political angle, economic angle, social angle, technological angle, then environmental angle, legal angle. You can include it in optional also. Whenever they're asking about some NTFP, maybe wait, I'll show you that question. 2BL, why though? Okay. Wait. The point here is, see, for each question, no, not all the structure will fit here. You need to include a specific feature to that question. If the question is on NFTP, non-forest timber products, you need to write social angle, economic angle, technological angle, and also schemes, that is government point of view. So that's what I'm telling here. You should have that segmentation. Okay, this is the 8th point. 9th point. Okay, so come to the 10th point. You should have a proper intro and conclusion. I think she included in all the questions, right? Proper introduction and proper conclusion. A good introduction definitely give you a good impression. It will create it will set the good context. It will set a good context and shows the clarity. Yes, you have that clarity of the answer and you are addressing the demand of the question. That's what important, right? It's not about what you know, it's about what you're writing in the paper with respect to demand of the question. So it will create a positive impression on the examiner for each question actually, right? So definitely you will give a good marks plus at least 1 or 1.5 marks. That's where the difference between the topper and normal average candidate, right? To get that extra marks you need to have that good intro and conclusion. That is the 10th point. Got it? Next, come to the 11th point. I'll show you the conclusion. Look at the conclusion. The question is related to VRT, that is variable rate technology. She is increasing, she is connected with the precision farming in this question. Come to next, nitrogen use efficiency. Wait. And look at here, government Namo Didi scheme. This is the conclusion. This is the 11th point. 11th point should be, what the point here is, conclusion should be futuristic. It should be futuristic, right? Look at here. She linked the conclusion with the Namo Didi scheme. This is the current affairs. She is including that scheme, including with the conclusion, and modernization is a keyword, right? She is underlining also. So point here is you need to include the futuristic conclusion in your answer. So what you can do is make a list of intro and conclusion. Intro and conclusion ready made. Okay, for GS no, you will refer to Sahitya Aladakatti ma'am, Sahitya Aladakatti. You can refer Telegram. So go to Telegram and search this name. The Telegram group will appear. Go further and you will get the, for GS 1, 2, 3, for all the papers you will get the ready made intro and conclusion. That's are very good actually. Got it? You can go and check it out. For optional you need to make it. If you have the ready made intro conclusion, fine. If you don't have now, just refer our synopsis. We are giving very detailed synopsis for test series. There we have included the proper introduction, that too in 8 to 10 words, not more than that. Even conclusion also we included the futuristic conclusion linking with the scheme, any personality, etc. So that is my 11th point. Got it? Next, come to the very important interdisciplinary linkages. Interdisciplinary linkages. What do you mean by that? If the question is asking about, see, Pradhana Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, impact of irrigation efficiency and related to water conservation, they are asking about. So what this interdisciplinary linkages means? Question is asking about their irrigation efficiency. See, they address the demand of the question, right? How many points? 6, 7, 8 points they have written. But what are the extra point? This is not they are asking in question, right? Still she is using only 1/6 of the page, not the entire page. She is using the challenges, right? Around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 5 points. Then she is not ended there. She has again written the way forward. If the question is asking about challenges, no, you should write the way forward or solutions for that challenges. So way forward 1 point, 2, 3, 4, I think 4 to 5 points she has written. See, this is what called interdisciplinary. It also called as multidisciplinary linkages. If the question is asking about challenges, you need to write the solutions or way forward as well, right? So this analytical depth is this analytical answer writing is it shows your maturity actually. You are not only addressing the problem, you are not only listening the problem, you are finding the solution. That's what helps you in the administration also, right? In a day-to-day activity you will find that problems, right? In every district you find the problem. Wherever you go, you will definitely find the different problems based on their region. But what your duty is, you need to find the solutions for that. So that approach you need to include here itself. This will show in your answers. Got it? Then come to the 13th point, that is table. If the question is asking about differentiation or comparison, you need to put it in a table format, right? If the question is asking about bioherbicides versus chemical herbicides, You need to put it in a table format and use 3 columns actually. Here the aspect, here bioherbicide, here chemical herbicide. Write the definition 1 point, then example 1 point, then application 1 point, then what are the challenges 1 point, what are the solutions 1 point, then what is the way forward 1 point 1 point. That's how you need to use the tabular format to get the good marks, right? Then come to the 14th point, not but I mean but 1 point, right? You should not use the vague statement. That means you should have the confident points. So I have observed the problems, no, when I see the answer copy of the students, they're asking solutions. If they're asking solutions, they simply write what they will write. You need to increase the R&D, you need to increase efficiency, you need to increase production, you need to increase employment. These are the very vague points, right? Everyone knows that, but you should have that confidence and content that you should write to the demand of the question with the proper technical solutions, right? That's where a difference between the normal person and the knowledgeable person, right? So we'll see here itself. See, one is fragmented markets across the geography. This is the technical term, fragmented markets. Then next come to the different APMC market infrastructure in different states. So what the normal students will write, lack of infrastructure. This is the point they will write. See here how she is written, he using the APMC technical term, right? Then some will say that there is a poor post harvest mechanism, she will write in the grading mechanism. Then use the term cartelization process, right? So you need to use the technical terms, don't write the vague answer. If you write the vague answer, you will get the vague marks like 3 4. So again you are not selected into interview. Again next year you are repeating the process, again you are writing the exam next year. Without improving yourself, you are writing again and again the exam, right? And see, last point but not the least, 15th point. What is the 15th point we have observed here is time management. She attempted all the questions fully with balanced depth and value addition and diagrams. She included all these points, right? And she avoids the last minute rush. I have seen the students now while going to the last minute, their handwriting, the content are compromised actually. But look at her answers. Wait, I'll show you. Across each paper, wait, if you take this now, look at the diagrams, look at the handwriting, flow charts and all, technical terms. Even this is the last question. Observe that here also she is labeled properly, she is writing the words and properly. You will get the very neat handwriting, very spacing, look at the spacing and all, everything is good. And look at the graph. How many of you written the graph in your optional paper? None of you. Only GS3 or GS2 you will write the graph. But how many of you are writing the graphs in your agriculture? You need to include these parts. Definitely evaluator was very much impressed because of this. For this, no, you need to have that time management. This is the 15th point, right? How can you improve that? You can improve by writing more and more brainstorm, more and more writings, and more feedback from the right guide, right mentor. That helps you to get a good marks, right? See, completing the each and every question properly ensures you don't lose marks. See, content you know, but if you don't represent in paper, no, how can evaluator will come to know that, right? That's why you need to represent. So you don't want to lose the marks, you need to write all the questions and maximize the total score. Got it? Fine. So students, these 15 points are they're not just a random tips, okay? They are proven, they are real life techniques, because these papers are written in time bound manner, 3 hours. Okay, so we are using the topper copy we are seeing today. This is the real time exam copy, right? So each point directly improves your score. When I have seen 15 points, each and every point na, definitely going to improve your score. And if you consistently apply, that consistency is important. If you consistently apply these, no, your copy can easily transform from average to topper. For that, you need to include these 15 points at any cost. So what you can do is right now, start practicing these in every mark you are going to write. So I don't want to include the coaching names. So you can join any coaching institute, okay? And the point here is you start writing. That's where improvement starts, okay? So simply watching the video won't help. So start right now. So after this practice become your natural style. That is automatically you're going to improve all these points, include all these points in your answers. And I hope all implement who are watching video now, try to implement this and your marks definitely going to jump. Fine. And if you want any help now, let's work together to make your normal copy become next topper copy. And to do that, so start right now. And yes, all the best. See you in the next video. Thank you. If you get something from this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and also share with your friends. And if you have any queries now, please comment in the comment section. And if you want to do any other video regarding agri optional, please mention in the comment box. Thank you. See you again.